Before the alphabet, there were glyphs, pictures and paintings scattered on ancient cave walls. Then there were tools to chisel into stone tablets, styluses for clay tablets, and eventually parchment was developed. Written language was then inked all over using quills and eventually pen to paper. When mass production demanded new technology, the printing press was developed. Then the typewriter was created for personalized use. People have been recording history, writing fiction, telling stories, sharing their lives, and journaling thoughts and opinions for thousands of years. When the internet technology was introduced, mass exposure for all types of media was instantly accessible to the individual. Not only could information be easily accessed, but now, more than ever, it can be shared. Hence the birth of the weblog, better known as a blog. A blog is a type of website usually maintained by an individual with regular entries of commentary, descriptions of events, or other materials such as graphics or video. Entries are commonly displayed in reverse chronological order, keeping the most current updates displayed first. The words blogging or blog can be used as a verb meaning to maintain or add content to a blog. The modern blog evolved from the practice of using an online diary, where people would keep a running account of their personal lives. However, humans have this basic intrinsic need to be known and to know others. See, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has something they want to share. And with the ability to distribute information via the World Wide Web and the option to spread our views publicly, why keep it to yourself? Some blogs, they focus on art, while others focus on video, some on music, some on audio, although most are primarily textual. Many blogs provide commentary or news on a particular subject and typically combine text, images, and links to other blogs, web pages, or media related to its topic. Personal blogs allow the author to share how they feel about life, about politics, about love, about their job, about etc. And usually this reveals a lot about this author's position on these subjects. Because they are considered public, blogs which speak out against people or organizations have led to authors losing their jobs or even getting arrested. Yes, there have been many court cases about the content that authors publish via their online dumping ground. But some, on the other hand, choose to exercise this medium for building up and encouraging its readers. The church at Chapel Hill, for example, recently started a new blog called Threads. You can read blog entries from Pastor Dave and the CCH staff by visiting threads.churchatchapelhill.com. Let's take a look at what Pastor Dave recently blogged about our upcoming Friend Day on the weekend of July 18th and 19th. Here's a paraphrase of what he wrote. It's through Jesus that our friends can experience new life. It's through the gospel that their lives can be changed and their eternal destiny rerouted. If Facebook and Twitter, blogs, and text messaging can help us to reach our friends for Christ, shouldn't we go all out? Through our sermon series, Trendy, we will be highlighting different ways the church at Chapel Hill is using social media. Why not go all out with these social media connections and let's set a new record? Not online or on social sites, but with people coming to hear the gospel on Friend Day. Inviting your friend is easy. Perhaps it's as simple as logging on and saying, "Will you add me as your friend?" As Christians, we have an entire journal of God's personal blogs to reference from which we derive our opinions and worldview. Entire books combined into one lump journal we lovingly refer to as the Bible. After last week's message, we learned that unlike blogs, God's Word is inerrant, infallible, and historically authenticated. God shared all kinds of thoughts and feelings, ranging the entire span of human emotion and capacity for experience. God laments through the utterance of Jeremiah's sorrow upon the capture of Jerusalem. He laments upon the destruction of the temple in the books of Lamentations. He shares a plethora of wisdom through Solomon in Proverbs. And then, of course, there's the brief history of the life of Christ and the early church found in the New Testament. It is through the content of God's Word, or God's blog, that we establish a biblical worldview. Sadly, as we'll be talking about today, this is often contrary to the worldview that the majority hold today. Blogs can contain lots of controversial dialogue, especially regarding an individual's personal worldviews. There are immeasurable amounts of personal conviction and opinions out there. But as Christians, how do we navigate? Join us today with Pastor Jamal Baker as we explore these concepts. And remember, think biblically.